Hi, I'm Rose O'Keefe, editor and publisher at Eraserhead Press, and I'd like to let writers know that from April through June we have an open call for submissions. And on this video I'm going to be talking about what I'm looking for and how you can submit your work. Eraserhead Press is an independent publishing company based out of Portland, Oregon that specializes in Bizarro fiction. And since 1999, we've been bringing readers the most unique and surprising books that we can find. Right now, I'm looking for novels and novella-length work, 20,000 words or more, that will appeal to a Bizarro fiction audience. And to get an understanding of what I mean by that, it helps if you've read widely in the genre and you understand Bizarro fiction. But you can start by asking yourself, is your book appealing for its weirdness? Because in the same way that horror readers are looking for something frightening and disturbing, or people who read erotica are looking for something titillating, readers of Bizarro fiction are looking for something weird. And that has to be one of the most standout, appealing elements of the book that you have. If it's something that's standard horror or fantasy or science fiction, you can send it to another publisher, because what I'm looking for is something that can't be found anywhere else. And the way that I select the books that I'm going to publish is I basically go through and I look and I ask myself a series of questions. The first question I ask is, what is this book about? And so I need to be able to clearly see what the book is, both in plot and theme, from the description and the synopsis. And the second thing that I'm looking for there is, how is this book unique? So on the landscape of ideas, what space does this story occupy that isn't taken up by any other story? Or if it is similar to something, how is this unique and different and better? And is it interesting? Because something can be unique but not be interesting. So, what is this story about and am I interested in it? That's number one. And then the second thing that I think about is, who is this book for? So I want you to make sure that you have a very specific audience in mind for your book and that you clearly convey that to me through your book proposal. And the mistake that most writers make is that they think that their book is for everyone, right? They want everyone to read it, and yes, anyone will enjoy this book. But no, that's not true. If you don't have a very specific audience, you don't have any audience at all. So I want to be able to identify who those people are and where I might find them, and are they the type of people that I want to connect with and reach through my publishing company. And so it's important to me that I can understand who this book is for. And that helps me understand where I can sell it. But the other thing I want to know is, why do people need this book? So what sort of emotional impact will it have on people? What sort of emotional impact does it have on me? I'm looking for stories that not only have compelling plots and interesting characters, but that have heart and say something and are honest and truthful and have a real unique voice and style to them. So I want something that's well crafted, that is, it can be absurd, it can be surreal, but it doesn't have to be. It just has to have some shining element that sets it apart in a very unique and special way that is very imaginative. Bizarro fiction is imagination without limits. So if this is appealing to you, if it sounds like something that you have written and you're interested in sending your work to Eraserhead Press, you can find all of our submission details on our website. And please notice that I've asked for 3 specific things in addition to your manuscript. I want an author bio, a back cover description, and a 1-page synopsis. And these elements help me go through and filter through all the submissions that I receive in order to decide how to prioritize my time. So to make your submission stand out, it's important to put some focus into those elements. So when you're doing your author bio, don't just send me a standard bio and a bibliography. I can look those things up online if you've written other books. That's easy for me to see. But tell me something interesting about yourself. Give me a reason to be intrigued by you, and have it be relevant to why you wrote this book. You know, what is it about you that compelled you to write this particular book? Or, you know, basically it's where you're going to show me your brand, and I want to see how you present yourself to an audience, and what sort of writer that you are. And then when it comes to your back cover description, really think about how you would write it to sell it on the back of the book. And tell me who the audience is for this book. Tell me what it's about. Make sure that you have told me who the characters are, what the plot is, in about 3 to 5 sentences. So basically the person, place, problem. And then in your one-page synopsis, I want you to go into even more detail about who the characters are and all of the major plot points and conflicts and resolutions in the book. But it's also a great way for me to see in a snapshot your skill level as a writer and how the book is crafted. And so those are the things that I'm looking at even before I get to your manuscript. So if you want me to read your book, then it will help for you to put some attention into those things as well. So I hope that gives you a little more insight into what it is that I'm looking for. Again, Eraserhead Press is open for submissions from April 1st through June 30th, and all submissions that I receive will get a response by July 31st. So if you've written a really awesome Bizarro book, I look forward to seeing it. Good luck with your submission.